Right, part 2 of the garden restoration. Need to get my tool shed in order. It's fucked. Let's go in here. Turn the light on. I'll call this a tool shed. I normally call it the cave actually because it's a solid brick building. It stays lovely and cold and dark in here even on the hottest of days. But as you can see, it is full of shit. Now, I used to have a dedicated tool shed down in the garden where I kept all my garden tools. But it blew down in the wind once, and I rebuilt it, and then it did it again, and I rebuilt it, and then it did it again, and this time it was completely fecked. I mean, I think I got it for like a tenner. It was only a little thing. But yeah, it seemed like no matter how many extra bits of wood and screws I put on it, it would always manage to find a way of falling apart. And it was rotten, and yeah, so it went. And I wasn't really using this space, so I moved all my crap in here. Got my lawnmowers, and I've just sort of been slowly filling it up with crap. The elephant in the room being this old mattress. This used to be a nice workbench. Use it for potting or working on little projects. As you see, it's full of shit now. I used to keep bird seed in here as well, but all it did was attract rats and mice in the winter. Yeah, the bird seed had to go, and this place needs a good clean. But yeah, this used to be a great place for doing little gardening jobs. And I also used to keep me bikes and stuff in here as well. But unfortunately, it's now just a load of crap. But it's also to the point where all this crap is starting to hinder my work in the garden. So we are going to get it all cleared out. There's a couple of bits need fixing as well. So we'll do that, and hopefully I'll have a nice tool shed at the end of it. So yeah, first things first, I've got to get all this crap out. The other thing as well is, if I can get this in order, I can get the decking clear, because I want to have a barbecue this afternoon. It's the Queen's Platinum Jubilee today. I was planning on having a bit of a celebration in the garden. I mean, the garden itself is a bit of a mess still, but we can use the decking. If I can get this clear, I can get the decking clear, and then we can have a good time later. So let's do a spot of time lapse as I haul all this shit out of here. Start with the obvious. These could be useful elsewhere. Let's take these inside. This thing worked once the day I got it and has not worked properly since. But yeah, that's probably a project for another day. Maybe subject of another video. Fiberglass parcel shelf for a Corsa B. I can't remember if it fits a 3-door or the 5-door. They had slightly different parcel shelves. I think, this might end up being the 5-door one. I'll try it later though. We are working on the Corsa B at the moment out the front. If it fits, it might go in. If not, it's going on eBay. It's where I got it from originally. My old lawnmower. Cheap B&Q on-brand one. Probably a Chinese engine on it. When it was working, very powerful, very capable. Had it for, let's see. Had it for about 3 years. Yeah, despite doing the correct servicing on it, after the third, came to its third summer, and yeah, wouldn't start. They pulled it apart, did all manner of things to it. It tried to start, but yeah, I never got it going. Gave up and thought, the garden's a fucking mess, I need this working. Took it to another place. And they said just the investigation will be the same price as buying a second-hand mower. And I thought, well, I may as well just have a second-hand one that I know is working, I can have it fixed today. So I brought it back home. Haven't done anything with it for about a year. But again, possible future project, possible subject of a future video. It's going to have to be a major engine strip down. That's a winter project though. I've got other stuff to be getting on with throughout the summer. Move it out of the way for now. This rather heavy thing is my subwoofer parcel shelf for my Corsa B. It's a bit dusty, but looks to be intact. I fully intend on putting that back in the Corsa. I have to get that running first though. That's another ongoing project I'm going to get back to in a day or so. Yeah, I made this when I was at university. We're talking about 10 years ago. Yeah. Tell you what, it's a fucking good bit of kit. May not look like much, and from the top, when it's mounted, all you see is that, but it's fucking loud. This is my good mower. This is the one I bought, and the other one stopped working. Don't know what make and model it is. Like I say, it was a second-hand refurbished one. Briggs & Stratton engine in it though. Powerful, very reliable, and parts are easily available for it. Well, the problem I did have with that new mower is the collector on the back. Things on it broke off, and there seemed to be no way to fix it or reattach it. I ordered another one off eBay that was supposed to be the same size and shape, but it doesn't fit. I just don't bother now. I cut the grass, I just leave the cuttings on there. It's untidy for a day or two, but then it rots down and the nutrients go back into the soil. Also, the amount of lawn that I've got to keep up with, I will fill my green bin just by mowing the lawn, and then it kind of puts you off doing all your other yard work, like trimming the bushes and such like, because you've got nowhere to put the trimmings. So then, yeah, it's sort of, the whole place becomes untidy. Whereas if you just don't bother with your grass cuttings, you're more likely to do other things. So might as well just put that in the recycling bin. Fucking useless. So. Industrial strength weed killer. Expensive as fuck. Meant to be able to kill fucking anything because my garden was getting overrun with nettles. Sprayed it on, did fuck all. Swear to God, the nettles out here in the fens are fucking mutants. There's no killing them, they get you through your clothes. Big thick gardening gloves, and sting you through them and it hurts for days. Fucking nettles. Case in point, the only thing that will protect you if you're handling the nettles in my garden is big rubber chemical gloves. Ordinary gardening gloves will still get you, they're bastards. Axe. Because I wanted an axe. Car parts. Spark plugs for when I was trying to fix the mower. And this Land Rover Defender mudguard, rear mudguard. Now, interesting story about this. My ex-mother-in-law has a Defender 110 and it lost one of its rear mudguards. Insect on me. And I can't remember, I think it was something like she pulled out and wasn't paying much attention and ended up scraping the front end off someone's car. Obviously completely destroyed theirs, being a Defender, and all they did was lose a mudguard. And they were driving it around with one mudguard for ages, and then one day I see this at the side of the road. I pull over, stop, offered to fit it, never seemed all that interested, never came and got it off me. And then their daughter that I was married to, well, cheated on me, ran off with the postman, so I don't see any point in keeping hold of this now. It can go in the fucking bin. Fuck 'em. Alright, bring the tripod inside for a bit so you can actually see what I'm doing. This area is looking clear, we'll give it a sweep in a minute. I've got this crap to clear. It's mostly just little bits and bobs I've left lying around, if I'm honest, so it should be fairly easy to clean up. Quite a bit of it is probably just going to go in the fucking bin. But there we go. Yeah, one thing I'm going to have to be careful with this, I'm probably going to get a shower and changed, is, I didn't notice this before I started this, yeah right actually, but there's bird seed all on here, and there's also rat and mouse droppings all on here as well. If you don't know, you have to be extremely careful around these. They've probably been here fucking ages and there's probably none left, but they do carry a lot of disease. Fucking horrible disease as well. You know, like medieval type shit. So I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to have to be careful not to touch my face or mouth, not eat or drink anything until this is done. I've had time to properly clean myself up. That's about all you need to do. You don't need gas masks at all like that. You know, you don't have to go mad with it, but yeah, you do have to be careful. And if you do think that there's live rats or mice around, you have to be very careful to make sure that they don't bite you, run all over, don't touch them. Yeah, a lot of the time they will just scarper as soon as you start disturbing the area, but if they're cornered, they're going to try and get away, so they're going to get past you, go up you, they may even attack you. Unlikely that bit, but can happen. So yeah. Also, a lot of my car crap on here as well. I don't really have anywhere to put that right now, but it'd be nice to get it all tidied away. We'll maybe just use this top shelf up here for it. On side. Maybe his tools when I was trying to fix the lawnmower. Some more car crap. Have you just done a massive shit, Muffin? That fucking hums and we're outside. You are that big. How do you make something so smelly? Car hoover. Let's put that to one side for now. That never really worked. It worked, but it'd been in someone's garage for 20 years before they sold it to me. And it was that dusty that you turn it on and the dust that was on it blew all over the inside of the car. And it seemed to be never ending. So I never really used it and it wasn't actually that good anyway. It's the attaching parts for my roof bars for the Corsa. That raises the question, where the fuck are the roof bars? Another bench. I'm not throwing these away, but I haven't figured out what I'm going to do with them yet. Maybe I could reuse the wood and make shelving or something. Oh, it's some sort of cargo net. Oh, that might well be useful if I can figure out how it works. I do plan on having a roof basket on the Corsa once I get it running, so we'll keep hold of that. Let's just hang it up somewhere for now, so it's out of the way. A bit of not quite hanging on to them still. I have no idea what this is for. I believe it was for something important. Hook it around something. The thing is, I don't fucking know what. It's going to bother me now. That's better. Cycling gear. Trusty helmet. I do have two bikes out, a road bike and a mountain bike. They're in desperate need of some restoration. If I can get this space cleared, that can be done in here. Be good. Cockpit. What's in here? That, if you don't know, is the symbol for Marshall Motor Group. To be avoided at all costs, both as a customer and an employee. Oh, look at that. Get some free stuff. Where the hell did I get this from? Well, I know where I got this from. This was given to me by someone when they bought their car from Marshall Motor Group. Apparently they charged them like an extra £100 for the, I don't know, the fucking paint protection package or something. And they sort of applied this stuff to the car that was meant to protect it for life from bird poo and fucking whatever else. And you got this, which looks impressive. It's a nice big bit of kit in the back of your car, but really it's just a plastic insert in a bag. And one of them's fucking leaked out. So what we'll do is we'll take this stuff out of it. And throw everything else away. And for one, that it goes by various names, but you know, Scotch Guard, all that sort of thing. And it's a product that they apply to the paintwork whenever you buy a car, new or used. They both do it, and it's okay, but they make out like it protects your car for life. How the fuck can it do that? You know. And we saw plenty of cars come in where the paintwork was ruined and this stuff was meant to have protected it. It just fucking didn't. Or to be fair, the company at the dealership that I was working at, well, that I worked most time at, did actually then pay for it to be repaired when their product didn't do the job. So, yeah, alright, fair play to them on that. And the thing is that I took the view that a lot of the time it was the customer's fault. It's things like that have marks in it where they've left bird poo on it. And in some cases, if the bird's been eating a lot of berries, that can actually eat through your paintwork and you'll see the metal through. I've seen that loads of times because we had a load of berry trees and bushes adjacent to our car park, so the birds would gorge themselves and leave fucking purple bird poo. And yeah, if we weren't there cleaning the cars 2-3 times a day, paintwork could just come clean off. You could see the fucking metal all nice and shiny underneath. It was terrible. But yeah, people would leave bird poo on there for days, never wash their cars all year. And the one time it does get a wash, they decide to do it, all their paint comes off with it. And they're like, well, that stuff's meant to protect me. Like, well, maybe wash your car more than once every 3 years, Karen. Oh, this is my car cleaning kit. Full of all manner of things. We'll have a sort through that later. Put it out of the way as well. Fucking plastic purple butterflies. They can all be fucked off. Tell you what they are. Left over from my fucking wedding. Biggest regret of my life was marrying that bitch. Bit more hoovering to clear the rest of this bench, and then we can start sweeping back, organising, fixing things, building what we need. So still a few bits that I might try and throw away. Because what do you do with a bag of cement that's gone rock hard? I put it in the fucking recycling bin, can't I? I'll have to think about that. Let's do some more shit first. There we go. So it's coming up to 4:30. I'm going to start clearing the decking and getting things ready for the barbecue in about half an hour. So yeah, I'm not going to get it all done today, but let's just keep going for now. See where we end up. There's a lot of plant pots and shite outside that I think I'm going to bring inside. Let's do a bit of sorting in here first. So yeah, I'm now at the stage where there's stuff out on the decking that I want to bring in here, but I don't want to bring too much in here because then it'll just fill it up with crap. So we're going to be doing a bit of to-ing and froing. You can see there's more crap under there that I'm just going to pull out and throw away in a minute as well. So yeah, bit of to-ing and froing now, more time lapse. before anyone pipes on about all this crap I'm throwing in the recycling bin, oh, the council tax is fucking crippling. I could do so much with that money, and yet I'm forced to pay it. It is not means tested, and it puts me and countless other people into poverty. And yet they do nothing but whinge about what we put in our bins. And yet for most of us, that's the only fucking thing we get back for paying that tax. So I'll put what I fucking like in there and they can take it. And people are probably going, oh well, they fixed the roads. I pay like 8 different types of tax to drive my car on the road. Take it out of that. Oh, they turn the street lights on. Again. And even if you want to turn them off, fine, my car has headlights. No, they do all this and they do all that. Not out here they don't. Out in the arsehole of nowhere they do one thing, empty the bins. And even that they can't fucking get right, so fuck them. Fucking council tax. There was a show once, they did an experiment, and what they did is the local council for this TV show agreed to give this whole street their council tax back for, I don't know, like 6 months or a year or something like that. And they'd film what was going on. And then in exchange, the council would withdraw all its services. So they went round and they turned off the street lights, they stopped collecting the rubbish and a number of other things. And the thing is, they made out like it was really difficult and we needed the council and everything. But once people got their heads together, they just sort of dealt with it. You know, it's things like that. They said, oh well, you have to have street lights on. Why do we have to? And it was just the producers telling them they had to. So they just got some floodlights and mounted them to the side of their houses. And there you go, street lights. They weren't taking the bins away. Well, the guy on the street had a pickup truck, so they gave him a bit of money to take it to the tip. They said, oh, that's a council tip. I was like, oh, alright then. So then they had to pay for someone to take it away. It's like, oh, well, alright, you know. But the thing is, if they, around here, if they said, oh, you can opt out of your council tax, but we'll withdraw all our services, I'm all over that. Like I said, literally the only thing they do for the residents out here is empty the bins. And I could probably fucking manage that. Keep the wheelie bin, I'll just put it in the car once it's full and drive it somewhere. Or just have a big fucking fire. But yeah, I could do so much more with that money than get the bins emptied. And it's a crippling amount. It's one of the big injustices in this country. We have taxes that aren't means tested. They're just levied at a flat rate on everyone, so the poorest suffer, the rich it has no effect on whatsoever. It's just wrong. But it's been that way for decades, it ain't gonna fucking change, is it? Especially now with Boris and his fucking wine and cheese parties at the helm. Fucking cunt that he is. Fuck off, Boris. Do the world a favour. Curious? I never had a full clear out of this bit of the house from when I moved in 5 years ago. Random bits of rubbish, a copper pipe, and a CD. Enrique Iglesias, Euphoria. Includes I Like It featuring Pitbull. Go baby, I like it! Oh. Well, now I'm sad. Oh no. If I owned a CD player, I'd be mortified. Right. So, Project Lawnmower can now go under there. It folds away. That's alright. We'll get around to that probably in about 5 to 10 business years. That needs repairing. I just realised what this is for. Spark plug removal tools. I don't know if that's what it was originally meant for, but it's what I've been using it for. When I was working on the lawn mowers, should work on the cars with the same spark plugs. Yeah, definitely keep hold of that. It'll be useful later. Right, I need to start focusing on the decking, getting that clear. I want to start the barbecue soon. Let's find a place for these benches for now, shall we? Already used one. Can't think of the purpose for the other yet, but we'll get there. That trolley jack, got it. Can't remember how much I paid for that now. 20-30 quid, if that. Yeah, quite happy to find one on Facebook. You know, nice and local, reasonable price. Exactly what I needed for working on my cars. Went round there. It's an old boy. He explained that he's much too old for working on cars anymore. This has been in the garage, well looked after for years. He's given it all up, and he gave me this long story, and eventually had left. Get it home, try it out. The fucking thing leaks oil out. Fuck's sake. Then I see him a few days later driving past his house, got a nice brand new one. He's happily just chilling out, working on his car, his classic car, jacked up on a nice new trolley jack, having sup and a beer. So yeah, never trust the elderly, they're fucking cunts. All it needs is a new seal on it. Again, it's one of those things that I'll get around to eventually. But I have another trolley jack which is in perfect condition. It used to be my granddad's, so we'll use that. But again, that can be subject of another video some point in the future. Trolley jack repair. That'd be alright, wouldn't it? Where can I fucking put this? I try and keep all my tools hung up here, but this is a really awkward shape. There's no way to hang it up. Just have to prop it up in the corner. Go right there. I'll figure something out to do with those benches at some point. Need to keep this somewhere safe. Oh, I'll put it there for now. It's not staying there, obviously, but can't stay outside. Right, I think I'm going to go start my barbecue now. That's looking a lot nicer than when I started this shit, isn't it? There is an element of just shoving a lot of stuff back in here, because I'm running out of time now. I still need to get showered and changed before the barbecue starts, but I've got the decking clear. This is now a usable space. All that crap's cleared out of there. We'll keep going with it another day, but for now it's barbecue time. Get in.